What's up, folks? You've heard the old adage that one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, as metal detectorists, a lot of times the things that we find, there's a fine line between trash and treasure. And my best find from today was one of those finds. Y'all stay tuned to the end, you'll find out what we got. Exciting days, right? Crop fields have been harvested. We got the DS2 out here, version 2.0. We're gonna hit some spots that we have found relics before. No telling what we might come up with. Y'all stick with us. All right, we're getting all set up here. So we are running a modified version of sensitive full tones that has been changed to high square. We have 0 notch. The discrimination is still at 6.8. Sensitivity 93. Iron volume 7, reactivity 1.5, audio response 5, and 0 notch, offset at 10, bottle cap 0. Sorry if I'm going too fast here. I do want to go in and check something and see if, all right, ground stabilizer's at 2. Now let's get into our iron TID is what I'm looking for. And we want that on. I had turned that off. We may save this program here after a few minutes as we get going. I don't know if I got volume on for you guys, but I'm about to get there. Here we go. First target, 89, 90. Really pure sounding signal. It may be a piece of can slaw. Something big. I'm hitting it with my shovel. Oh, that's a brick that I was hitting with my shovel. It's a good sign when you're getting old brick out of your hole. We're still in the hole. We are out. This might be interesting. I say that all the time. Oh, I think that may be our target. I see it. Don't know what it is. It's decorative brass though. I never did turn that on. All right, so let's get this out. Let's get the brush. Yeah. Definitely decorative brass. It's pretty cool looking. Oh, it's a key. Is that a keyhole escutcheon? I don't know. I hit it with my shovel. Darn it. That's pretty cool looking. I think that's a keyhole escutcheon. Y'all see that? Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I like it. First find of the day. I'm not complaining at all. I don't think it's, I thought it might be broken, but I don't think it's broken. Almost like it had a little cover that would slide over the keyhole. But, yeah. Is it broken up there? Maybe. Cool stuff. I wish I could find the key to go with that now. Yeah, we're gonna get some pictures of this. I've got a signal here that I know I typically wouldn't dig. That is where that keyhole escutcheon was. And this 52 allowed 52, 53. It's typically be can slaw. You guys that hunt in parks, you know that you don't dig this. It's can slaw. but we got this out, whatever it is. When you're relic hunting, you pretty much got to dig anything that's repeatable, any repeatable tone, because you never know what it may be. It's got to be in this little clod. No. Huh. Oh, and we do have can slaw. Let's keep going. All right, I said I was gonna hit this hard, so there's keyhole escutcheon, there's can slaw. I got a screaming 88 right here that it's got that beer can buzz to it, and I see why. It's beer can on top of the ground. So, false alarm. 83 with the can slaw buzz. There's tons of can slaw and stuff in here. That's why I usually kind of avoid this area, but I wouldn't say avoid it, but I pass it up. And we got another piece of a can. Yep, ring pool, garbage. $78, $80, $77. It's a bullet, and it's not a Civil War bullet. Full metal jacket, looks like. Got a different sound than 71 here. 71, 72. Another pull tab, probably. Yeah, so we got it out. And it is another ring pull. Hallelujah. All right, made it to the corn side. I think this is gonna be a big piece of iron. 73 this way. Junky, even junkier the other way. Couldn't hear it because I'd already gotten it out. In this clod. Well, you bet it's another ring pull. A lot of iron buzz in there with it, whatever it is. Man, what we got here? Don't know what we got here. Bolster off of a pocket knife, I believe. Yeah, that's what that is. That's the end off of a pocket knife. All right, could be old. All right, 100% beer can signal here, but might be a belt plate, so loud 86, 87. We can always pray it's a belt plate, can't we? Instead of a Budweiser. They both start with a B. Wasn't very deep. Well, it's not a beer can. It might be a button. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my camera, my good camera set up. All right, apologies up front. I gotta get my camera gear together. We got an 86 that I would have sworn was a beer can, but it's not. And it looks like maybe a one-piece button in that clod. Focus is not wanting to cooperate with me. But we got the sun shining on it. Let's see if we can get it out of there. Is it just a ring? It's just a ring. It's a little brass ring. It's probably nothing but farm junk. Thought it was a button. Oh well. 68. 69. Let's get you over here. Oh, there you are. Yep, it's a ring pull. 86. 87. Sounds pretty good actually. Doesn't sound like a can. That broke it up a little bit. Got a little buzz in it now. It is out. I believe we might have ourselves a powder flask top. Yes, sir. I think that's what we got. Yes, sir. That's what we got. We got ourselves a powder flask top. Cool. I've never found one of these. I like it. Yeah. Hope y'all can see that. We're gonna take some good pictures of it, or video or something here. All right, we got us a nice little relic right here. This is a powder flask top. You can see the little lever on there that would have opened and closed this flap underneath the bottom of it so they could dispense powder. And this is definitely 1800 stuff right here. So we are on the right spot. Y'all stick with us. There's no telling what might come up next. Got a 74 right here. Like I said, I've been over here before. This site's not new to me. And I have dug a ton of 30 carbine cartridges over here. And it's one of these areas where I'll hit a couple of them and I try to avoid them. But, you know, there's good stuff mixed in with them. So one day, I won't have anything else to do. And I'll come over here and dig to my heart's content, right? But I have a bad habit of cherry picking. Do y'all do that? Now that is a bullet, but it is not a Civil War bullet. A wad cutter of some type. Pistol round. Probably not very old. Fired. You see the rifling on it there. All right, let's keep going. 64 doesn't sound great. Like I said, you get on these relic sites, 1800s relic sites, you got to dig anything that repeats. You're gonna dig a bunch of trash, but that's the only way you'll find the treasure. All right, what we got? We got an overall button. Looks like you got something on it. So this is going to be iron back overall button. So it's going to be at the earliest, I'd say late 1800s. But 77. And there is our find. Looks like a piece of pewter or something. Maybe sheet brass. Nothing really recognizable. Let's keep going. Another loud mid-70s. 75. Probably something I should pass up, but we shall see. Yeah. 30-30. 30-30 Winchester. I got an interesting one here. 82 this direction. Cancels out with iron this direction. So let's see if we can pinpoint it. So just right there. So what do we got? We got a big piece of iron, and we got ferrous being masked. Yep, there's our big piece of iron junk. Probably part of a stove or something. This one's got potential. 75, 76. Got potential. Big old square nut. Them things that get you every time. Alright, 75, 76, 78. So if y'all been following me, watching my videos, y'all know we do a little deer hunting too. Son just called me and said he shot a deer, but it was a little far back, so he's going to investigate. He's gonna call me back. And there he is. Hey, buddy.
The arrow's got grass and stuff on it, so
yeah,
in the stomach.
Yeah. You see any blood or anything right there where she was standing? All right, I'm gonna get this last target up out of the ground that I found here, and I ain't figured out what it is yet. Found it yet, so. All right, like we're going to track a deer here in a minute. This ain't wanting to come out, whatever it is. Is that it? Surely that ain't it, that big old square nail. No. It was a big old square nail, but that wasn't our target. Yeah, let's make another dig right here. Another square nail. Alright, I think there is our target. It's a piece of junk. Pewter. Mason jar lid or something. So, sweep the hole again. Let's see. Wasn't no silver coins in the mason jar. Yep. Alright. Try to find one more good target before it gets dark. I figure I got junk right here. 75. I turned the notch up to notching up to like 68 since it's almost dark and we got a deer to track. Let's get this pull tab or bullet or whatever it is. There it is. Like a rivet or a washer or something. Yeah, ain't nothing. 89, 88, 87, 88. It's kind of broken, but I forgot to turn y'all off. $99, 87. I see something down in there. Sure looks like a plate. It's bent. Let me get the good camera out. Hey y'all, I just popped something that could potentially be a plate. It's definitely brass. It's about the right size. I haven't brushed it or anything yet. I don't know if you can see a solder attachment or anything on it. It could just be farm junk, but it could be a belt plate too. So I'm gonna be careful with this, and we're gonna let the dirt dry on it. I don't see anything decorative on it yet, but this could be. I mean, this home site was a Confederate colonel's house. You know, it's thin though. I don't know if it's too thin to be a belt plate or what, but it didn't sound real good. Y'all see the GoPro footage, but we got a potential sheet brass plate right here. Could be good stuff, could be junk. We got to clean it up to find out. Y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all, let's get a little wrap up going here. We're gonna talk about this plate that I found. Y'all saw it was the last thing that I found that day that I recorded, at least anyway, or that I showed you. I did record a couple more finds, but they weren't anything and it got really late. So y'all see my display case back here behind me, but we're gonna talk about this plate, and pretty sure that it is. Let me get it up here. Hopefully the light's good enough. Pretty sure that this is a sheet brass belt plate. And I don't know if you can read it on there. It's probably not going to focus. Let me cover my ugly mug up. It's stamped right there if you can see it. It's got some initials or a name. Looks like an initial and last name stamped in it. Maybe it's upside down. But I'll throw a picture up here. Yeah, it's going to be backwards because of the way I've got this camera turned. But the experts on there, on the ID Me and the Civil War Relic identification page, those guys are very, very knowledgeable. I really trust their opinions, especially a couple of them that commented on there. Steve Phillips for one. I had headed down a rabbit trail of trying to say that those initials and that name would have been the soldier's name, but they are pretty confident that that is typically the person that manufactured this plate. So we're thinking that that hole was probably where one of the attachments was, and a lot of these just had telegraph wire brazed to them, soldered to them as the attachments for the belt loops. And so pretty happy about that. There's really no way to tie it back to a specific soldier, which is what I was trying to do initially. So we got that, and that's definitely going to be the find of the day. And you can tell that the corners are rounded. I'm going to take it to my next relic show coming up and get some of the guys to look at it there and see, get some more opinions on it. But the other thing that we found was this powder flask top. I had never found one of those, so that's a neat find for me. You can see the little cover and everything on the back. I'd love to go back and try to find some of that powder flask. And then this keyhole escutcheon, and this thing is just awesome. I've never seen one. I would love to find the key to go with that. I think I mentioned that in the video, that I would love to find that key because that's definitely unique. But if y'all got some opinions about this, please let me know. I would love to know. It's got like a stud sticking out on the front right there. You can see this stud right here, like it would have swiveled on that stud, and this side would have been the face maybe. I don't know, it's weird. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's definitely something cool. I'm gonna put it in the case back there for sure, and we'll talk about it for a long time. And you know, I love finding this old stuff like this at these old home sites, and like I say, hopefully one day we can run across that key. But I want to thank all you guys for watching. I'm going to keep doing a little more research on that plate and see maybe something else comes up. One of the guys, Buckle Boy, LA, if y'all know him, had mentioned that he thought he had seen another plate with that J called in or something stamped on it. So the research isn't done, and that's a good thing about finding these relics like this. You know, like I said before at the beginning of the video, there's a fine line between trash and treasure a lot of times. And, you know, one guy mentioned that maybe this was just a net tag or a cattle tag or something like that, but the size of it and the shape, you know, the dimensions match up for some of the other Confederate plates, sheet brass plates that have been found. So, yeah, that one hole does up there make you think something about a tag, but I don't believe that's what it is. The edges are showing wear in one direction, you know, like this was the front of the plate, belt plate. But hey, cool stuff. Appreciate y'all guys watching. Hey, I'm really not into, I want to get this many subscriber kind of thing. But if you haven't hit the subscribe button, consider doing it. We're going to keep doing this stuff. We're almost at 500. I'm not giving anything away. Sorry, I don't have any sponsors. So, hey, I'm just doing these videos because I like doing them. If y'all like watching them, consider subscribing. And we'll see y'all next week. I got something else on the table right here that I'm not showing you yet that's coming up in next week's video. And it's a pretty awesome relic too. So y'all stay tuned. Click that button to subscribe. Click the bell if you want to. Watch some videos. Go back and look at some of the older stuff. You know, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I didn't know what any of this stuff was. So y'all forgive me if I call something wrong. But hey, go back and watch something. You might find something interesting. Appreciate y'all.